Welcome to King's Talk with Joe Jordan. I am your host, Joe Jordan. Today we're going to cover that game we just watched. The Timberwolves beating the Sacramento Kings in their home opener, season opener, 117 to 115. Now, obviously, the Minnesota Timberwolves, they started off, well, they played 2 days ago. They do have new pieces. They had DiVincenzo. They basically have the same team instead of DiVincenzo and Julius Randle. And they don't have Cards and Towns anymore. So that was like the only mix-up you see on a team. And when you watched them against the Lakers, you saw that the rhythm was all offensively. They just looked stagnant. They just wasn't there against the Lakers. It was times where Anthony Edwards just like yelling at them, like, come on, y'all, wake up, wake up, wake up. So they had that game. So the Kings also inserting a new person, which is DeRozan. And the advantage the Kings have in this game is it's at home. It's the home opener. The fans are excited. The team is excited. It's their first game. So the energy is high. But the chemistry, you assume like it's gonna be slow. You assume that they might go to a slow start. They gotta get used to each other. We'll get used to DeRozan. But offensively, I felt like the Kings started off very good offensively. They started very good offensively. As the game went on, I felt like they went away from Sabonis. Especially in the second half. Sabonis had 1 assist the whole game. Like, that's not Sabonis. All right. We had 38 field goals that we made, and we only had 21 assists. That's not Kings basketball. Now, I understand with DeMar DeRozan, it's going to be a lot of isolation situations with DeRozan. I get that. But we talking about like everybody was like second half, Malik Monk, a lot of ISO play. De'Aaron Fox, a lot of ISO play, which is what he does. DeMar DeRozan, a lot of ISO play. And then I felt like we took a lot of tough shots in the second half. Now, what really killed the Kings is what killed the Kings last year. A lot three-point shooting on the defensive side of the ball. The Kings, who are known for shooting a bunch of threes, last year, Mike Brown wanted us to shoot 40 threes a game, minimum, 40 threes a game. The Kings from the three-point line was 11 for 29. They didn't even shoot 33s, which is way under the margin where they want to reach. Now, once again, with DeMar DeRozan, that might happen. But we only made 11, so we shot 37% from 3. Timberwolves shot 38% from 3. Not that much higher, but, right, they took 31 and they made 12. Now, there was a point in the game, like in the second half, they kind of cooled off. Or not second half, in the fourth quarter, they kind of cooled off on the three-point line because in the first 3 quarters, they were shooting like 43% from 3. And they hit, hold on, am I reading this right? Hold up. They only hit 12 threes? Okay. So, they hit 12 threes. What am I seeing there? So, they had 12 threes, 38%. No, I know I wasn't tripping. I knew I was not tripping. I know I wasn't tripping. I know I wasn't tripping. I know I wasn't tripping. Okay. I'm about to say, hold up. This is not accurate. All right, hold on, guys. I don't know what the heck just happened. Here we go. What the world was? Anyways, like I said, okay, there we go. We were 11 for 29 from 3, which is 46%. There we go. And they were 20 for 50. They shot 50 threes, made 20, and shot 40%, y'all. They shot 50 threes and was 40% from 3. That's good. We made 11 and we lost by 2. So I feel like that's been our Achilles heel. Now I feel like Mike Brown mentioned in this. I heard Mike Brown press conference. He mentioned in his press conference. There was a time when we had like a 9-point lead, I believe, like a 9-point lead. We stretched and get to that 10-point lead, and De'Aaron Fox gambled and left Mike Conley wide open. He hit a 3. They had like 2 threes back to back off of gambles. So I felt like that was very lazy defense from De'Aaron Fox, and that kind of killed everything because we could have stretched that lead. Keegan had just missed a three. He had pulled a three. Even was Keegan or Fox. One of them just pulled a three to try to make it 12, and they missed. And then we allowed a three on the other end by Mike Conley. Now it's a lot of things. Now that's the main thing. The 3-point defense. It was crazy. It was crazy. And then the execution down the stretch in the fourth quarter, like I said, I feel like it was a lot of one-on-one basketball. I feel like it was a lot of DeRozan, and DeRozan wasn't really – he kind of lost his rhythm late in the fourth, and we kept going to him when I felt like we should have ran more through Sabonis. Like when Sabonis touches the ball, the offense is flowing better. Now down the stretch, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I'm cool with the ISO ball, but from the start of the fourth quarter, we got to be finding Sabonis and then, the dribble hand, the DHO action, all that stuff. Now, the positive thing about this game, we got to the line 35 times, and we shot 80%, which I'm cool with. Now, majority of that was DeMar DeRozan, obviously, but we got to the line a lot, 38 times, and we shot 80%. I'll take that all day, any day. But I feel like we got to up those threes, though. I don't think that's enough. 29 is not enough. Like I said, Timberwolves shot 50, and they shot 40%. 50. I feel like we could have got up more threes, But shout out to the Timberwolves, man. They were hungry. They got their L the first game of the season against the Lakers. They were hungry when they came to this building. They mentioned that Anthony Edwards said that he loves, playing in Sacramento is one of his favorite places to play. Right, so I knew he was going to bring some extra with him. Julius Randle got out to a fast start. Julius Randle had 22 in the first half. He was cooking us. I think he had 14 in the first quarter. Julius Randle finished the game with 33 points, 13 from 17 from the field, which is crazy. 5 from 6 from 3. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and he played 35 minutes. Anthony Edwards, 10 for 24, but down the stretch, he got hot. 5 from 15. He took 15 threes. He said he's going to take a lot of threes this year. And he had 32.7 rebounds, 4 assists. So it was just those two. Naz Reid had his moments. He had 19 points, 6 from 10 from the field, 4 for 7 for 3, and 13 rebounds. That's huge, And then DiVincenzo had 9. He had a big 3 in the fourth quarter. Oh, my gosh. We sat in that zone, and then we gave it to Julius Randle, and then he just kicked it out to DiVincenzo. He hit a long 3 I think we were down by 2, and he hit a 3 to put them back up by 5, I believe. But that was a big 3. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he had 9 points. He had 3 threes also. McDaniels didn't really have a good game. He didn't really play a lot in the fourth, I don't think, but he only had 6 points, 2 for 9 from the field. He struggled. Rudy Gobert, they called a foul on Sabonis. I feel like that was a ticky-tack foul. But I'm not complaining because I feel like DeRozan got a couple of ticky-tack fouls too. But that was down the stretch, though. And that was a big foul. And he went to the free throw line, and he missed one. No. Yeah, he did miss one. But he made a free throw, whatever. But that was a big foul. I'm not going to lie. Mike Conley, he was off from 3, but he hit those 2 threes I was telling you about. When Fox was gambling, he was 2 from 7, only had 6 points. So kudos to them, man. Like they were hungry. They were hungry. They won the game. Now let's go through these players and their performances. DeMar DeRozan, 43 minutes. Let's start there before we get to the points. 43 minutes. That's a lot. Mike Brown mentioned in his press conference he's still working on the rotation. He shouldn't be playing DeRozan 43 minutes. He's one of our Asian players. He shouldn't be playing that many minutes. It's too much. I think my son is coming. I knew this was going to happen. A 4-year-old. So he had 26 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. All right, so he did his thing. He was 7 for 18 from the field, which is a little bit under 50%. Open 2 from 3. Come in. I'm about to hold my son, y'all. I got to bear with me. Come, open the door. Open the door. Come here. You should be asleep, little boy. All right. Life of a dad. If you're a parent, you understand. All right. So he had 26 points, 8 rebounds, 7 for 18 from the field. So, like I said, like he got to the line a lot. He was 12 from 14 from the field, from the free throw line. That is really, really, really good. I mean, he was getting to the line a lot. I was excited. I'm not gonna lie. Like every time he got to the line, I was like, "Get to the line, get to the line." And he was, like I said, we shot 35 free throws, and he shot 14 of them. So he almost got to half of our free throws. So shout out to DeRozan, man. He had a really good game. This is his first time playing with us. Like I said, I think he played too many minutes. Like I said, in one of my off-season videos, I said that DeRozan is going to take some of the point guard duties when Fox is down the floor. And you saw it, Fox and Malik down the floor. But even with Malik on the floor, he was taking some of those duties. And you saw that because he's a really good passer. Now, I do think early in the game, DeRozan passed up a lot of good shots. He passed them up being unselfish, but then you saw how he started to get aggressive as the game went on. All right, so he was 8 for 17. So good game from DeRozan. Defensively, Julius Randle kind of had his way with him in the fourth quarter. He had like 2 key buckets on DeRozan on the isolation situation. So that's going to be a problem probably at times. This team, I feel like offensively, especially in the first half, we were clicking. I mean, I was just watching like, yo, we got a lot of weapons. Like we got a lot of offensive threats on this team, like including Kevin Huerter. Like I'm gonna get to Kevin Huerter, but defensively is going to be an issue. We got to up that intensity though, because I feel like in the fourth quarter, the intensity wasn't there defensively, like the Minnesota Timberwolves intensity was there. So, but DeRozan, all together, he had a good game. And then you got Domantas Sabonis. All right, he had 24 points, 2 steals, 8 rebounds. He didn't get his double-double, 8 rebounds, and only 1 assist. 1 assist, y'all. He had 1 assist. And he played 38 minutes, 8 from 13 from the field, 3 from 4 from the three-point line. Now, I do think he passed up some threes. He passed up like 2 of them, which I feel like he should have taken, but he passed them up. All right, Holland. He passed up 2 threes. So I think he need to continue to stay aggressive by shooting the 3 because he would stretch the floor out. I was and definitely, playing with Domantas Sabonis. Playing with DeMar DeRozan, we need to stretch this floor out. And DeRozan, if you open, you got to shoot those threes too. But Sabonis, man, I just like him, man. He plays so hard. He makes the right decisions. When he make a mistake, I don't really get mad because he plays hard. How many turnovers he had? He had 4 turnovers, the most on our team. But I don't get mad because he makes it up on the other end. Not other end. He makes it up on the offense end. In the other areas. He just plays so hard, But like I said, he did have that key foul on Anthony Edwards. I think I forgot who he beat. I think they said a pick, and he beat somebody. But Sabonis was late on the help. I don't think Anthony Edwards was going to pass that up. It was for the game. But Sabonis was late on the help defense and ended up fouling Anthony Edwards, and he drained the 2 free throws to win the game. But all in all, it's the first game of the season. Still getting used to DeMar DeRozan being on the team. Sabonis is used to having the ball in his hands a lot of the time. I feel like this game, that wasn't the case. In the first half it was, but in the second half, especially fourth quarter, we went away from Sabonis completely. It was quiet. We ain't heard from Sabonis in a long time. And out of nowhere, he gets a dunk. So I feel like we need to run the offense through Sabonis a lot more. But like I said, it's only the first game of the season. Still getting used to DeMar DeRozan. Keegan Murray, man. Keegan Murray had a good game too. He was letting that thing loose. He had 23 points, 11 rebounds, He had 2 big offensive rebounds, and he had a steal that he got that basically could count as an offensive rebound, but like we missed, they got the rebound, and he came over and just stole it. So Keegan played good. He shot 10 threes. That's what I want. I want Keegan to shoot 10 plus threes a game. Seriously. Keegan got to shoot 10 plus threes a game. He was 5 from 10 from the 3-point line. He only shot 2 free throws though. 8 for 17 from the field. He shot a few mid-range jumpers. He also played 43 minutes. I'm okay with Keegan playing 43 minutes. I mean, he's young. He's in his 3rd year. He's a great defender. He's a great shooter. So the more minutes Keegan play, I'm okay with it. I'm not complaining. Now DeRozan 43 minutes, that's too much. But Keegan 43, 3rd year in the league, play 43. But he had a really good game. Defensively, I thought he did a good job on Julius Randle when he was on him. With everybody, even with Anthony Edwards when he was guarding him, I feel like he did a good job. Keegan had a good game. He really had a good game. I had no complaints for Keegan. He had 1 3 that was, I thought we were about to go crazy. But then Anthony Edwards came down and hit an and one layup. I was like, dang. They just kept answering to knock out our runs. But Keegan Murray, all in all, he also had a good game. Malik Monk, man. Malik Monk is a firecracker. I mean, he had 17 points, 4 assists, 6 from 9 from the field. So he was very efficient. 1 for 2 from 3. Now, I thought he would shoot more threes myself. He only shot 2. But it's all, I would want him to shoot more threes. He was 4 from 5 when the free throw line got to the line. He did miss that 1 free throw towards in the late in the 4th quarter. But he got that and one layup on who was it on? DiVincenzo. Yeah, he screened that and one. It was that one part too when Anthony Edwards fouled him. He was like, yeah. See, Malik Monk bring that energy, man. He came in the game and was getting buckets. Like, I was like, this man is a firecracker. He played 26 minutes, which is going to be around the minutes he play unless Fox don't play. But he always going to close the game though. Most of the time he's going to close the game, and which he did this game. So Malik Monk, man, I mean, he just brings a different type of dynamic to the offense. He's a very great pick and roll type player with the ball in his hands. He's our best pick and roll player. When him as the bonus on the court, or him as Alex, him as Alex Lynn, he do a great job with the pick and roll. But like I said, when he was in the game with DeRozan was playing a lot of the point. He was bringing the ball up a lot. But yeah, man, Malik Monk, he's in full effect. He's in regular season mode for sure. He had a good game. But defensively, man, on 3-point shots, man, 3-point shots. De'Aaron Fox, he had a weird game to me. And I know I'm hard on De'Aaron Fox because I think so highly of De'Aaron Fox. He had 15 points, 11 assists, so he had a double-double. The only person with a double-double on our team. He had a double-double. Well, him and Keegan. Keegan had 11 rebounds. 15 points, 11 assists. He only had 1 steal. That was early in the game. He only had 2 turnovers. So he had 11 assists, 2 turnovers. That's good. And both of his turnovers were just him losing the ball. It's crazy. But De'Aaron Fox had a weird game. I felt like early in the 2nd quarter, De'Aaron Fox was cooking. Like McDaniels. Like he had a lot of quick layups. 1st quarter, he had a 3 on top of the key that built some momentum. He hit a mid-range shot on the left side of the court. But then he had moments when he had stretches when he was just cold. You know what I mean? Like he was missing. Like I'm talking about like simple floaters, mid-range shots, layups. Like he was just missing. Like I feel like he was forcing stuff too, kind of. And then late in the 4th quarter, we didn't look for Fox. Fox was standing there on the side. Like Fox wasn't really getting the ball late in the 4th quarter a lot. Obviously with DeRozan on the court, it's gonna be a little different. And Malik Monk is a good closer, and he was having a good game. So Fox didn't really touch the ball a lot, in my opinion. I gotta go back and watch it, but I don't remember him touching the ball a lot in that game in the 4th quarter. All right, So Yeah, he had a weird game. I feel like Fox could have been better though. I feel like Fox could have been better. Out of everybody I went through so far, he was probably the weakest link, I would say, based on what they're capable of. Like he was 6 from 14, so he shot under 50%. Also, he only took four threes. I thought Fox would be taking a lot more threes. It's only one game, but he was 2 from 2 from the free throw line. He hit both his free throws, so that was good. But I feel like he should get to the line a lot more. But Fox will be getting calls though, so I give him that. So, but yeah, man. But Fox was a +2, you know. So, but I don't know. I just feel like he could have been a little better. But hey, and he played 37 minutes. So his minutes are his rotational minutes. This minute he come out at the 6 minute mark each half. That hasn't changed. So he's still at the same rotation. All right, and then you go to uh the rest of the team. Um, you got guys like Trey Lyles. Trey Lyles came in. He came in a bad stretch. He did score one bucket, and he drew a charge. After that, yeah, he was a -14. He came in doing a bad stretch when Minnesota went on a run. Alex Len, he played pretty good too. He was 1 for 1. He did travel in that one play when it was great ball movement, but he played good. He had a key block too on DiVincenzo. Keon Ellis, him coming off the bench, he played 11 minutes. Keon Ellis coming off the bench, I kind of like it, you know. I like the energy he brought. I feel like his energy was way more higher when he came off the bench. You know, he came in and I could feel his energy. Defensively, he pressured the ball. He kept his hands active. Um, you know, he had a good game. He did airball that floater though. Like you gotta make that. You gotta make that. That was a key situation too. After that, we airball like that was like a beginning of another stretch, a minor stretch the Minnesota Timberwolves had. Then you had Kevin Huerter. He looked good. You know, I would like to see Kevin Huerter running more though in the half court sets. Like Kevin Huerter is one of the best DHO guys receivers I've ever seen. Like this dude, he runs full speed around that DHO. Like his pace, half court is ridiculous. But I didn't really see that today. I know he's fresh off an injury, so maybe I get us some time. He only had 2 points. I think he had a layup. I don't remember when he scored, but he had 4 rebounds in 20 minutes. Pretty good. 41 20 minutes. You know, Dermott came in the game. He took 1 3. They set up a three for him. He missed it. That was about it. He didn't really do much after that. But yeah, those are the guys that played tonight. So tough loss, man. But coming up next, Saturday, 10:30 Eastern Time, we got the Lakers. The Lakers will be fresh off of a back-to-back. They play the Suns tomorrow. The Lakers also have a W against this Timberwolves team. New coach JJ Redick. JJ Redick. They ran some zone. They ran some zone. They ran a 3-2 zone with AD on top of the key. You know, so they mixing it up a lot. They shooting a lot more threes. I would say they shooting a lot more threes. They look like us from last year. They shot a lot of threes against Minnesota, and I think they putting the emphasis on that. So JJ Redick, he's more of an analytic type guy. He's going to be, you know, you're going to see some different stuff from last year with the Lakers. Because, you know, we swept the Lakers last year. So, but the Lakers have always been a bad mismatch for the Lakers, especially D'Angelo Russell. With our guard, like with Keon Ellis and De'Aaron Fox, D'Angelo Russell has a hard time against us. Anthony Davis is usually can be a problem for us, but he just never is. Like Sabonis kind of own him. You know, Sabonis been doing a great job against Anthony Davis. So we'll be curious to see how he will look with J.J. Redick as his coach. LeBron is another year older. LeBron normally gets us problems because he's like a freight train. He can just go downhill on us. But defensively, they do a bad job against us. Kevin Huerter normally have good games against them. And Fox normally have good games against them. And now with the addition of DeRozan, It's gonna be good. So we gotta get this dub. It's gonna be in LA. We can't go 0-2. We can, but for the fans, can't go 0-2. Gotta get this dub. But yeah, man, the Kings lost. They're 0-1. Hopefully, we be able to like that beam in LA and get that first dub. But I appreciate y'all for staying to the end. For those who are here, and I will see you guys at the next episode. Peace out. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.